Today we're going to be making vegetarian pasta fagioli. For this hearty recipe, you will need onion, carrots, celery, chili flakes, garlic, tomato paste, white wine, soy sauce, whole peeled tomatoes, cannellini beans, pasta, kale, Parmesan cheese, lemon, and parsley. And if you're new here, I'm Maggie. This is No Frills Kitchen, where I teach you how to cook with confidence with nothing fancy required. The first step is to prep your sofrito, which consists of very finely chopping an onion, carrot, and celery. Make sure to chop these as fine as possible, as you don't want any noticeable pieces in your finished soup. You can simply use a knife like I'm doing here, or you can put everything in a food processor if you'd like. Add a few tablespoons of olive oil into a Dutch oven or heavy bottom saucepan. Put it over medium heat and heat until the oil is shimmering. Add your carrots, onion, and celery along with a generous pinch of salt. Cook, stirring frequently to prevent burning until the vegetables are soft, beginning to brown, and fond, little brown bits on the bottom of the pan, is beginning to form. This will take about 15 minutes. I really urge you not to skip out on cooking the sofrito for this length of time, as it adds to the foundational flavors of the soup and ensures that it comes out tasting really complex and robust. By the way, if you're finding this recipe helpful, it would be amazing if you could give it a thumbs up, as it helps more people find my videos. I would really appreciate it. Once the sofrito is sufficiently cooked, add some minced garlic and some crushed chili flakes. Stir this and then add in some tomato paste. Cook until the garlic is very fragrant and the tomato paste begins to stick to the bottom of the pan, only a few minutes. Now it's time to deglaze the pan with a bit of white wine. I recommend using a dry white wine such as a Pinot Grigio or a Sauvignon Blanc. Also, add in a bit of soy sauce. This may seem like an odd ingredient to add to an Italian soup, however, it really boosts the umami and makes the soup taste a bit more complex and robust. I highly recommend not skipping this ingredient. Next, crush some whole peeled tomatoes with your hands. I prefer to do it this way because I don't like the quality or consistency of pre-crushed tomatoes. Now, add a couple of cans of drained cannellini beans. Stir this and then pour over some vegetable stock. Add a couple of bay leaves and, to really boost the flavor and the umami of the soup, a Parmesan cheese rind. This is optional but highly recommended. Then, using a potato masher, mash the beans until you've broken up about 1/3 of them. This helps both thicken the soup and lends to a nice creamy texture. Bring the soup up to a boil and then add your pasta. The traditional shape to use is ditalini, but you can use any small pasta shape you'd like. It really doesn't matter. Add a bunch of chopped fresh kale as well and stir to combine. Allow this to simmer until the pasta is al dente and the kale is tender, about another 10 minutes. Now it's time to finish up the soup. Fish out the Parmesan rind and the bay leaves from the pot, turn off the heat and add in some chopped fresh parsley and the zest of 1 lemon. Portion the soup into bowls and top with more fresh parsley and Parmesan cheese. If you liked this recipe, please make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my next videos. Enjoy!